Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gaming on Board. This is our first video with the new shelves and backdrop and just nice freshness behind us here. So take it all in. There's a lot to look at. I've got all of my small box games here across the top. So anyways, I'm real psyched about that. But today we're going to take a look at a religious game that I picked up at Ollie's for like $3. So I thought it was worth checking out for $3 because I do play all the games. And it's called Faith and Redemption. And the main mechanism is roll and move, which is boring, but there's some set collection and stuff, and it's thematic maybe. I don't know. Let's just see what comes in the box for $3. So let's go down to the table and check out Faith and Redemption. Okay, so here it is, Faith and Redemption, by these people I've never heard of, the Game Dev Company. Isn't that an original game development company name? Game Dev Co. So, anyways, let's see what we got here. Faith and Redemption. Forgiveness is never more than a prayer away. 2 to 4 players, ages 10 and up. And there's everything you get. So, and you know, like I said, it is roll and move, but I think at times you have a choice about whether you keep rolling and moving or if you want to move on to the next section. So at least they added a little something extra than just, ooh, I rolled a 3, I moved 3 spaces forward. Alright, so you got this board. Let's see. So the first part of the game is figuring out how the board opens. Wow. I think that's been in there for about 10 years. Alright, so there's the board. So you've got the Great Flood, Garden of Eden is the start space. Then you make your way over to the Ark. And after the Ark, you go around here and there's a sermon. And you go up here into the New Testament. Another sermon. There's some pyramids. Fire. Another sermon. And Judgment Day. So, I don't know what these arrows mean. Maybe I have no clue. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's a cross seal. Arrows to the left and right. Flames. So anyway, there's, okay. Then you've got these tokens. Okay, holy crap, they must be super thin. Wow, okay. At least they're printed on both sides. So sin, that must be this space. I guess you just sin, whether you like it or not. If you roll a 4, you sin. And these, oh my gosh, these are sheep tokens. I guess we'll find out in the book what the sheep tokens are. There are a ton of sheep tokens. Holy crap. Okay. Object of the game, be the player to reach the Judgment Day finished board space with the highest final score. Follower tokens minus sin tokens. So that means these sheep are followers. And I get it thematically. It's the flock. And I guess you're a preacher or a leader. And you have followers, but I personally don't like to depict them as sheep. But anyways, that's just a personal thing. Game setup, how to play, board spaces, the Great Flood, flood space, arrows. When you land on the flood board, when you land on an arrow space, roll the die again and move your pawn in the direction of the arrow. Move your pawn the number of spaces. Okay. So you could be forced to go back and forth. And when you land on the flood space, move the blue pawn to Noah's Ark scroll forward 1 space. Okay, so here's Noah's Ark. So apparently there's going to be a pawn here, and it sounds like you have to get from the start to the Ark before Noah's pawn gets to the finish. Alright. Noah's Ark continued. City, scripture, sin, sermon. Sermon continued, so sermon must be some type of event. There's prayer cards. And when you land on a sin space, pick up the top card from the sin deck and roll a die and attempt to conquer the temptation. Okay. So at least there's a card you pick up, and then you have to roll to see if you succumb to the sin. Judgment Day, prayer, sin, tokens, how to win, and again, Game Dev Co. I'm gonna have to check out Game Dev Co. So here's a basic die. You roll it and you move. Look at that, I rolled a 6. So here's the 4 player pawns, black, white, red, yellow, and then this is the Noah's Ark pawn, the blue one. These are just like sorry pieces. Don't really need to talk about those. Here's some shrink-wrapped cards. Shrink wrap. And they are sharp corners. And they're like 110-pound cardstock. But I mean, I'm sure this isn't a high, this isn't a popular game. I don't think they expected it to go wild. So anyway, here's some scripture cards. I guess when you land on this space, you pick it up, read a scripture. Each player gains 1 follower. Move backward to the previous city. Lose 3. Okay, so I guess these scriptures are just random. Just something good could happen, something bad could happen. You just never know. So there's more luck. Rolling the dice is luck. The scripture cards are luck. Then we've got minor, and major. Thou shalt not commit adultery. So I guess the major sins are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 commandments. So I don't know how you determine whether to get a minor or a major sin. Okay, so they're all the same on the back. You shuffle them up, draw, see what you got. And this means something. That must be what you have to roll. So greed, you have to roll a 4. I have no clue what these means. I have to go through. But again, 110-pound, very sharp edges. But, it's not horrible. It's not like it's a 65-pound cardstock with matte finish or anything. I mean, this is at least glossy, double-sided stuff. So these are the animal cards. Whenever you land on these animal spaces, I don't know if you draw an animal. You probably take whatever it says there, right? So if you land on a lion, you get a lion, giraffe, elephant. That's it. Lion, giraffe, elephant. And that's it. Oh wait, no, some prayer cards. So here's some more scriptures. Here's the prayer cards. Same deal with the quality. So you'll flip one of these over. Purity. Add 1 to your roll when attempting to win a sermon. That's cool. Wait, do they all do the same thing? Attempting to overcome a sin. Add 2 to each roll when attempting to overcome a... Okay, so at least you have modifier cards. So you could get prayer cards that'll help you overcome sins and win sermons. I'm not sure how the sermons work. But anyways, that is everything that comes in Faith and Redemption by Game Dev Co. So I don't know if this is something I'm going to play. I probably played a couple times with my son just to check it out, but I generally don't like things where you roll a die and see what happens. I mean, they give you a little bit of ways to enhance things, but I just don't see it happening. I mean, you could land on one of these scripture spaces and just lose everything, which makes no sense to me. Why would you do that? The scripture should be good things. But anyways, and maybe there's more to the sermons. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And I don't know anything about the city spaces. But overall, it seems fine. The board itself is really nice quality. I'll give them that. And I think this was made in 2010, so 8 years ago. Maybe it wasn't that long. But anyway, like I said, I only paid $3 for this. And I am a Christian, so, you know, I don't have that many Christian board games. So why not check one out? So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Whether you liked it or not, leave some comments down below. Please let me know what you thought. Also, hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We post there daily. And as always, thank you for watching, and play all the games.